just tripping me out. Number one, I want to say Katt Williams is my favorite comedian of all time. I always say this. Him, Bruce, Earthquake, funniest specials of all time. Let's get that out of the way. But it is just tripping me out, the response that we're having, because we are acting like this man is God and that everything that he just said is true. And really, I bring this up because it just always fascinates me on the phenomena of the truth teller, right? And the fact that they always come in these bizarre packages where they're able to give such crazy, mind-blowing truth that nobody else is willing to say, but always have to surround it with craziness, right? And I just like, we're saying everything that he's saying is just so great. And this man said that he read 3,000 books a year since he was 6. 4 books a day. This nigga said that when he was 50, that as a 50-year-old man, he runs a 40-yard dash that is faster than Reggie Bush in his prime with a straight face. He got accepted into college when he was 8. Now, actually, that part, I've heard of that before. You know what I'm saying? If you're a genius, I don't know if it's documented, but my point being, this is our truth teller, right? This is the person that is dropping bombs and telling us the truth. And it just always fascinates me because I have people in my family like this. They always come in these packages where it's like it always comes in this package where it's never just straight, clear to the point and not anything else, right? Truth tellers that I've always witnessed, one of my favorite ones is Charleston White. And people hate Charleston White. People think he's crazy. And he does this shit on purpose where if you listen to Charleston White's long form videos, this man says so much truth, it's insane. His opinions on the black community, I'm like almost 95% in agreement with. I just would never had a balls to go online and say this shit about, the shit that he says about rappers and shit like that is so accurate. I'm just not trying to die. But he'll say something so crazy true. So like, oh shit, this man might be a little enlightened. His third eye is open. And then he'll surround it with bullshit. And he even admits that that's a tactic of his, right? Like, I'm just saying crazy shit because I want to draw people in, and then I'll say some truth because he really is a community activist. But that's a truth teller. Kanye is a truth teller, right? Kanye is a truth teller, meaning this is what it means to be a truth teller. I have the courage and ability to say what it is that is on my mind, call things as I see them. And Kanye will say something that is so true, it's so accurate, so indicative of what society looks like. And then he'll say 10 things after it that are just like, nigga, what? And it's just crazy to me because it's the same phenomena here, but it's actually astounding that everybody's actually listening to the truth teller for once. Usually they just park them to the side and act like they're crazy. And so it's just fascinating that it never seems to come in a package of truth, right? And another thing, it's like the way people are just on his side, right? Like, I would love to listen to everything Katt Williams said at face value. When I say he's my favorite comedian, I'm for real. He said with a straight face again, and you got to listen to when people are speaking, right? Cedric the Entertainer and Steve Harvey, one of the highest grossing comedic tours of all time, one of the highest paid comics of all time, people who make people laugh for a living. Before today, or when this shit dropped, nobody had an issue with. Nobody was talking shit about Steve Harvey. Nobody was talking shit about Cedric the Entertainer. You're telling me, Shannon Sharp, to my face that they're not funny, Shannon. They're not funny. See, there's a difference between I don't respect them, I don't like how they go about their business, I don't like how they got to where they got, and they're not even funny. You can easy, it's like, oh, I don't know why people are calling me bitter. It's like there's obviously an ulterior motive there, right? Because it's like if you had a problem with Whitney Houston, I'm not saying that they're on that level of talent, but I'm just saying if you had a problem with Whitney Houston and you came to me, I would love to listen to you. Tell me your problem and tell me what she did wrong. But if you come to me straight and just tell me Whitney Houston can't even fucking sing, the fuck y'all tripping? Listen to that, right? The motive has changed. There can't just be absolute truth there anymore. I can't just listen to you face value because now there's clearly emotions and motives involved, right? You telling the world that Steve Harvey was never homeless. How am I supposed to listen to you tell me another grown man never slept in his own car like you were part of his biography? I'm not saying that you're wrong. You see what I'm saying here? It just blows my mind because I never understand why truth tellers can never just, it's like their enlightenment and ability and third eye being open causes them to be so unique and so courageous that they see things that other people don't see, but then they also see things that other people don't see, like that shouldn't be there, right? Like they're inaccurately looking at certain things, but able to accurately look at some things. I feel like Kanye is a really good example of that, right? Like he's unstable, you know what I mean? But it's like if you listen to him talk sometimes, he drops some knowledge, you know what I mean? But then it's like 10 other things around it. It's like, ah. And I only learned that because I'm around people like that. And I learned to listen. I listen to Katt Williams. I listen to Kanye. I listen to Charleston because they're going to drop some bombs on you that you need to listen. And we all want to believe it because Hollyweird is a thing. We know there's some weird shit going on in Hollywood. We know some shit ain't right in there. So we want to listen at face value that you walked into Harvey Weinstein's office. He offered to suck your dick in front of your whole team and you turned him down. And that really happened. Because it's possible, right? Like that doesn't, all the shit he's been accused of, why would you make that up? That's what we think when we listen to truth tellers all. It's like, why would you lie about that? And that's what I would think. And I would listen to you face value if you didn't just sit here and tell me with a straight face that you run faster than Reggie Bush in his prime. See what I'm saying? How am I supposed to know when to listen to you? And this is how conspiracy theories get started. And I guess that's what's bothering me is like, I aspire to be able to tell the truth and to see as I see fit without needing to cloud it with nonsense, because that is exactly how the enemy keeps the truth jaded. That is what a conspiracy theory is. The way you turn a truth into a conspiracy theory is to have someone tell you the truth, right? If I came and told you this is made up, this is not real, I'm just saying. If I came and told you 9/11 was orchestrated, we did that shit to ourselves. And then 2 seconds later, I came and told you that I run faster than Reggie Bush running a 40-yard dash as a 50-year-old man. How the fuck are you going to believe me now? I just fucking rang the bell on the truth. But conspiracy theories, like this is what the enemy wants. He wants the truth to be resided in people who aren't able to appear stable all the time. He wants it to be clouded with nonsense because you can't listen to me now. Everyone can't fully listen to me because I am not able to tell the truth. I'm not able to appear stable. This is what the enemy would like against the truth tellers. That's what pisses me off about Charleston. He thinks he's dropping bombs, and I think he is. I think he's doing what he needs to be doing on his path. But it's like you have made yourself appear so unstable and ridiculous that only people like me who have the patience are going to listen to you and hear any truth that you're going to say. Only people who are trying to look for that. But you're not going to appeal to the masses. The masses, it's now a conspiracy theory. I don't know what the fuck Charleston talking about. Because you just said 80,000 bullshit. And so that's what's bothering me, the phenomena of the truth teller. And when do we listen to them? When do we not? When is everything they're saying accurate? When isn't it? When should we prop them up and act like they're saving the world, right? How much of what he said was not truth? Like, how much of it wasn't that deep? He accused Cedric the Entertainer of stealing a joke. Why is that front page news? Why is accusing Steve Harvey of not sleeping in his own car? That's not front page news. But you know what it is? It's the shit he said in there that was accurate, right? He says Satan can't create anything, not even for his followers. It's like, damn, that nigga deep. And then he says, I can run fast. You see what I'm saying? Pay attention to our truth tellers. Listen in. Make sure we're being clear and concise on what we're listening to. Make sure we're not just interested in feeding in bullshit because it's gossip. Do we want the truth, or are we just part of the masses of sheep just being entertained? Nothing really happened here. This has 20 million views on Sharp's podcast for no real reason. Nothing really got solved. We didn't really get to the bottom of the thing. I don't know. And once again, my favorite comedian, this is not hate. I'm just more fascinated on the topic of truth tellers. When should we listen? When shouldn't we?